it is fantastic for the economy because, as you probably have heard, there's not a whole lot of stops along the way on the river, and people are always asking, why can't we stop in Clarksville? Well, now they'll have the benefit of being able to stop here, actually park their boats at our marina, get off, experience downtown Clarksville and all the wonderful sights and sounds that we have here, and be able to add to our time.
Just how excited are you that it's happening?
Well, I'm really excited, as you can tell. I think it is fantastic for Clarksville. It's something that I have been working on very hard ever since I took office. I said, the one thing I'm going to make sure we do is get this park open, and I'm excited about the fact that we're finally there.
What this section will do is it will open up an entire loop to the park, and one of the things that's so nice about this area is we didn't want to create a sea of parking in a park. We wanted it to stay as green as possible. What this will allow us to do is if we have a large event, a concert or something where we need a lot more parking, we can shut this road down and utilize one-way traffic and park people all along two sides of it, and then run shuttles or trolleys in here, and that will allow people to get around the park and maximize our parking without just having a sea of parking throughout the area.
Is this just a service entrance that's temporary?
It's not a service entrance. It will be a secondary means of egress. It will be gated off, and so people cannot use it, only for special events.
Okay, because I've had some concern about that.
It'll be an egress only, and it will be gated off for special events only. What we're coming up on now is the Wilma Rudolph Event Center. This was knocked down years back by the tornado. And originally, when we had discussed the redevelopment of this, there was talk about a separate amphitheater and event center. And as we went through the design process, we tried to decide how we could integrate the two into one, so that you didn't have an amphitheater that sit vacant, 80 or 90% of the time when events weren't going on, and you could still utilize that in a park setting. We're going to get off here in a little while, up here in a minute, and we'll actually walk and we'll go look at this building. This will be kind of the first part of the tour where we get out and look at the site. I want to take you guys around and show you this facility. The one thing that you'll see, and it's so cool, is we're really going to try to pay honor to Wilma Rudolph in a way that wasn't done before, when the pavilion was just kind of a namesake. As you can see in this concrete on the entrance on the way up, you see a line every so many feet. And what we tried to do there was emulate the 100-meter dash. As she won, 3 gold medals in Rome, when was it? In 60. We wanted to kind of emulate and celebrate that in some way. And what we've done is at each of those lines, there's a set of granite pavers that will have a quote from some time in her life. And then it will go down through there, and then at each on that wall there will be silhouettes that kind of go through that motion of her running that race. And then at the end, in this last one, we will be moving the bronze statue that's currently down at McGregor Park to this location, and this will be its new location. So at night, you'll be able to see these silhouettes, and they'll be backlit, and so you'll see them, and then her statue will be lit, and then from the inside, you will kind of frame that statue so that always within the vent space, anywhere from it, you will be able to see that statue. So it's going to be pretty cool when it's all said and done, and we're real excited about it.
We have over 20,000 square foot here altogether, and a little more than 12,000 square foot is all in one open space that we will be able to seat at least 500 people for a seated function. So our intent is to rent the facility out by the day for events, for public events and private events. We have lots of calls already for both. We'll be able to do dinners, we'll be able to do military balls, reunions, just any kind of event that you can imagine. We've been approached by some promoters, regional promoters for car shows and so many different things. So it can be, there's many different uses.
What you see here is basically one half of this building. It will open up. You'll have roll up glass doors, and so basically it makes an open air facility. But what's nice about it is we've also conditioned the space. Before, this was a 6 to 8 month facility. It was either too hot or too cold the other times of the season. This, you can close the doors and use it, so it'll be a 365 day facility. We've got large high volume, low speed fans in here. So even if it's a hot day, you can open this thing up, let the breeze come in, but also you can have fans. So people will be able to at least utilize this on a numerous different ways, whether they want to condition it or not condition it. Out in front of me, that's a great lawn area. This is where we will have large events, concert type events. We think it can seat anywhere up to 6,000 people for a large event. So it'll be something similar to, say, Fontenelle. The Woods at Fontenelle will be able to bring in the same type of events, the same type of singers. So we think it'll be a good deal. What you'll be able to do out here is you can pull in a vehicle, pull in, they can set a stage up. We didn't want to come out here and build a stage that was out here 365 days a year when it wouldn't be used like that. We wanted this to be an area that people could come out, picnic, hang out, throw a blanket down, read a book, whatever. And so I think you'll be able to do that. This is the one area of the park where we actually came in and we sodded and we put in irrigation so that we'll always have a nice stand of grass. We kind of foresee this as the place that you're going to get a lot of heavy traffic, and we didn't want this grass area to be killed. We want it to stay looking beautiful, so that's what we've done. You can see some geese coming into the pond. They love this place. We've got some nesters out there. Saw some new babies out there last week. So anyway, this is the Great Lawn. Out to each side we've got trellises. There's water, power out on those so that you can set up vendors outside as well as inside. The walkways in and out of this building, and you see that the doors on the sides are larger so that you could actually pull a large vehicle through here. If you wanted to have a boat show, some type of large event in here, if you needed to get a big piece of equipment in here, you can bring it in. The slab's built heavy enough so that this facility, I think, is truly built that it can be used for numerous types of events.